Hello, this video was requested by my boy JT. Ain't gonna expose the real name because confidentiality and snitches get stitches. But anyways, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of my audio setup. It's not gonna be quick, but it's gonna be very in-depth, okay? So let's start with the main source, okay? The music file. So music files are obviously ones and zeros are digital because they're on the computer. They're digital. They're ones and zeros, binary. So we're gonna convert that into analog later. We'll talk about it later, but because headphones play analog signals, like a sound wave, like a sinusoidal, whatever. So here, this song, Vincent by Don McLean, good song by the way. It's, as you can see, it's an MP3 file, 3.72 megabytes. So it's pretty small for 4-minute music file. So it's called a lossy compression. MP3 is a lossy compression because it cuts out some data that you might not be able to hear, like really high or like really low frequencies, but losing some of that data, some of that quality. But it sounds good enough that MP3 should suffice. But here, the song Vertical Flowers, whatever, it's an M4A file. This is a lossless compression standard. It's 44.7 megabytes for like 3.5 minutes, so it's considerably larger. But nothing is lost. That's why it's called lossless. All the data is there from the original recording. So it's gonna be a lot larger, but there's no compromise in quality whatsoever. So there's gonna be got a balance between audio quality versus storage, right? But I'm not saying you can tell the difference between lossless versus lossy, but on paper at least, there's a difference. But anyways, so you gotta convert these digital music files into analog signal for the headphone to play, okay? That's why you're gonna need a digital to analog converter, or a DAC, or a DAC, right? So here's my DAC, this one. This is the Topping D30 DAC. And this converts signals, digital signals, to analog signals. So really quick, this is the power switch. This is the source switch if you want to use USB or coaxial or optical. Here's whether to know if your source is actually working, and here's just the power of just the power indicator of the actual DAC. Goes the back. So this is where you're gonna plug in your source. So in this case, I actually use USB because that's what plugs into my computer. So yeah, I use a USB plug into this. This is power, by the way, DC, direct current. So anyways, you plug in your USB from your computer into here. Digital files go in, it converts it into analog. It comes out. Output is RCA. Right channel is for the right RCA. Left channel is for the left RCA. So you want a good DAC because you want a really clean conversion, no noise added, nothing I guess edited or changed, right? You want just clean audio. And so that's the output, the two RCAs right here. So this can plug into your headphone amp. You don't need one, but we'll talk about impedance later. But so it's plugged into a headphone amp, and we use a dual RCA cable for that. So red is used for right, white is used for left. And so, it's not rocket science. Just plug it in, whatever, okay? So yeah, so then the other end goes into the headphone amp. Enough about this. So, this is the headphone amp. Oh, by the way, this stand, really nice stand, acrylic, but it's 36 bucks. Kind of stupid, whatever. Here's the headphone amp. There's some by the way, this gets really hot. So it's kind of heat vents, kind of. This entire this high aluminum thing, entire body is a heat sink. This gets really hot. But anyways, so there's the output for headphones, the 1/4 inch, or if you use a metric system, it's 6.35 millimeters. But here's the volume knob, control your loudness. And let's go to the back real quick. Here's the power. It's actually alternating current versus DC, the DAC. All of by the way, this company is called Shit. It's called a Shit Magni 3. That's what this amp is called. But yeah, sorry for my language, but that's all the company said. But whatever. So here is the on and off switch. You know, really clicky, real nice. Here's the output if you want to use like a tone control or whatever. Here's the high and low gain switch. So high gain is usually for like higher impedance headphones because you need more power. Low is for lower impedance headphones because you don't need as much power. Here's the input. So that's where the RCA, the dual RCA cables from the DAC goes in. And so what's stupid about this, for some reason, this is American made by the way, so I don't know what they were thinking, but the right channel is on the left side. The left channel is on the right side. Doesn't make any sense. So my RCA cables have to crisscross for it to work. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. But this amp is really nice for the money. Entry level amp, but it's really worth the price. Like you'll find no other amp that's this quality at its price point. $99. By the way, the DAC was $96. I got it on sale on Prime Day. Yeah, so I have a 1/4 inch to 3.5mm adapter. Just plugs that in, whatever. Because my headphones, my headphones use 3.5mm, but you know, besides the point. So yeah, that's how it is. Let's talk about headphones. So, here, for example, here's this is a Hi-Fi Man and Master Rock collaboration headphone. So collaboration by mean like so usually Hi-Fi Man, it's they have decent like drivers and decent like audio quality, but the build quality is crap. Like it just breaks. Like these plastics really cheap and stuff. It's just not good. So Master Rock did collaboration with Hi-Fi Man to make the Hi-Fi Man HE4XXs. They're like kind of like I guess the HE400s from Hi-Fi Man, but like build quality is a lot better. It won't break or anything. So yeah, what's special about this headphone? It actually uses a planar magnetic driver, or like orthodynamic, if you want to call it. But I don't know if you can see inside, but you kind of see like a square metallic thing. Like that's like the planar magnetic driver. It uses like I think like strips of magnets, that basically makes a magnetic field between like membrane with like wire running through it. So it just like goes back and forth to create the moves the air to create sound waves basically. So what's good about this in standard dynamic drivers, by the way, dynamic drivers are just like a magnet with like a coil, a wire around it, so it just makes a magnetic field. It's attached to the diaphragm so that it just vibrates. Why planar magnetic is better though is because since using magnetics on like I think both sides, that it's gonna move a lot faster. So that, especially with the bass, you can really notice with the bass that it has a planar quality that it sounds a lot faster, it sounds a lot more punchy, just it sounds a lot better than probably your standard dynamic driver. That's what's good about planar magnetics. As you can see, this is using a dual TRS 2.5mm cable. For some reason it's TRS, even though it's a channel and then ground. So I don't know why that it's TRS rather than TS from like mono, but whatever. It terminates in actually an L-shaped 3.5mm. So it's actually intended with you to go portable. That's good because this is actually 35 ohm headphone, which is pretty low. So you can definitely use your phone with this. It's always better to use with an amp, but for this headphone, honestly, don't even need it because it's pretty low impedance and just get pretty good quality from it. So yeah. Now let's talk about my Sennheiser. So these are the Sennheiser HD 6XXs. These are a really nice pair. So these are the same exact drivers as the Sennheiser HD 650s, which cost like $360, but these are only $200, so I'm saving like $160, brand new for these. Great value. So HD 650s have like a really nice driver that the sound signature has been chased by other audio companies for years. Like the sound quality, the sound signature it's just legendary. Okay, the entire line, by the way. So yeah, just really clean sound. Really chill. Just very pleasing overall. This is better bass, I guess, but this is a cleaner bass. Not as much, but it's cleaner. And this is also the Hi-Fi Mans are also wider in soundstage. It means that it sounds like really far away. It doesn't sound like it's like really close by and like in your ears. This is not as wide, so these are better for gaming. But like these are just like really clean and great for music. Or it's really clean sound. yeah. By the way, these connectors, these really stupid. These proprietary pieces of crap. Sorry, but these, see these stupid like 2-pin. Like what the heck is this? But you know, since Sennheiser's proprietary connectors, can't do anything about it. But whatever. So yeah, it terminates into 3.5 as well. But I'm gonna make custom cables later. But besides the point. Anyway, so let's go into comfort real quick. So these out of the box, they're not comfortable at all. The pads and like the headband's nice, but like the clamp pressure on this just clamps onto your head so hard, just like hurts. Like your brain feels like it's about to explode. These pads are real nice. The headband's real nice as well, just really soft. But the clamping pressure. But if you like stretch it out, because it's metal, if you like just like bend it or whatever, like a couple days later, it took me a couple weeks, but like, because I didn't want to break it at first, but after a while I got sick of it, so I just like whatever, just bend it all the way. So I bent it, so now it's a lot more comfortable. It's not clamping as hard as it used to be. So yeah, the comfort's really nice on this. I actually replaced the headband. This is you see like a 4 section headband. The original was actually a 2-section one. It's this one. These are the ones you can was original, seen on the 650s and the HD 660s. These are for the 600s, but it just feels more comfortable, so that's why I replaced it. And these real quick, yeah, this faux leather headband, you know, pretty nice, like alligator leather printing, whatever, you know, decent padding. These pads are the Focus A pads actually. I think they're a hybrid between like pleather and velour. You know, pretty soft. They're not ear shaped, which is kind of disappointment, but it's still pretty comfortable. One thing to note, that these are both open back headphones. So standard headphones are closed back, meaning that no sound leaks out and no sound leaks in either. So it's really good for like public use. But you know, it just sounds like kind of claustrophobic, I guess you could say. These are both open. So these grills, they have holes, right? So that allows sound to leak through and sound to leak in consequently, whatever. English is not very good. But anyways, so like open back designs are a lot better in terms of sound signature or sound quality, because it sounds a lot more natural. It doesn't sound really closed off and like claustrophobic, I guess you could say. It sounds really natural, and like most good headphones are gonna be open back. Okay. So yeah, by the way, these are dynamic drivers. By the way, you can see the drivers like right there, just dynamic. You know, these are planar magnetics. That's why I got these two. This is planar magnetic, you know, different technology, you know, sounds real nice for bass music and stuff. This, you know, just really nice for music in general. So yeah, real quick about impedance. These are 35 ohm, like I said earlier, and these are actually 300 ohm. That's a lot. So, in order to drive, but impedance is like resistance, okay? So in order to drive these, you need like a really powerful amp, right? And that's where the Magni 3 comes in, okay? That's why high gain is there to drive these. Okay, so these are so hard to drive, you're gonna need like really powerful amplification to amplify the sound. That's different than sensitivity, by the way. Okay, sensitivity is like how loud it seems like. So this is 35 ohm, this is 300 ohm, but when you plug into your phone and you have it like, I guess, max volume, they're not that different in terms of like how loud it is, because that's sensitivity. There's similar sound to sensitivity, I guess, but like impedance is like how much, like, I guess, like watts are going in, so it's not gonna sound as good. Like not loudness, but like the quality, I guess, it's just not gonna sound as good. So these are 300 ohm impedance, like that's a lot. So you're gonna need high gain on this. That's why I have high gain for this one, and I switch between high and low gain for these two headphones. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good rundown of my audiophile setup. Not the best, but definitely better than average. So I hope you like this really long, probably boring video, but I'm doing this for my boy JT because he's my boy. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.